Well, good evening, everybody, and a happy Monday to you, and welcome to week 2 of EDU6200. I hope you're having a great week so far and had a great weekend leading up to this. I have looked at your work for week number 1, and it appears everybody has done their first post in discussion forum, so I've marked you as present for the course. Really important, it's 8:30 right now as I'm doing this video on Monday night. And some of you still owe me a screenshot of the WCG tutorial. That needs to go into the portal and not chalk and wire. There's a place under coursework where you're going to upload a screenshot showing me you know how to access the WCG program. That's number 1. Number 2, several of you still owe me discussion forum posts, responses, and those are going to be done by 11:55 tonight as well. And you have to do 2 of them per each. You have to do 2 of them, 100 words each minimum, responding to your classmates. That is the end of week number 1, and we're going to move right into week number 2, which starts talking about chapter 2 of the textbook on legal issues. This chapter kind of moves us forward, and there's a lot of activity going on this week as far as you getting ready for future assignments. So first of all, I want to talk about week 2, and then I want to talk about week 3 right after it, because you have your next WCG assignment due in week 3. So in week 2, you're doing chapter 2 and the week 2 discussion forum. Just like week 1, by Friday of this week, you're going to respond to my questions. And then by Monday of next week, Labor Day, I know it's Labor Day, so get it done early. You don't have to worry about it. You're going to respond to 2 of your classmates in 100 words or more. When you get to Chapter 2, I do want to share a little bit of the content with you on Chapter 2 because we start to get into the meat and potatoes of our course on ethics and school law. And give me just 1 second. You'll find this information in the portal as well. And so Chapter 2 really talks a lot about the key items of negligence, duty, and intentional torts. And it's a very, very important subject because a lot of teachers wind up losing their positions over some of these issues. Negligence, breaching your legal duty as a teacher. You have signed a code of ethics. So when you applied for a Florida teacher certificate, when you started teaching for a Florida district, you went ahead and took care of these things. You agreed to a certain code of ethics and that you would fulfill basic responsibilities. They're outlined in your text, but it's all about negligence, duty, and intentional torts. This is a really neat chapter. You'll enjoy discussing it, and I look forward to seeing what you all have to talk about between each other. So that is the bit for Chapter 2. And again, discussion forum is just like we've done for week 1. You're going to take care of that piece. Now, let's talk about WCG number 9. It's not due this week. It is not due until next week. It's actually due on 9/10, which is a couple weeks from now. But I want you to be looking ahead because this is the field experience assignment where you're going to have to observe your administrator for 4 days. So 4 days of observations you have to do. And you'll find a brief description of this assignment on page number 9 of your syllabus. But most importantly is looking at the actual rubric. And that's also going to be found for you on the right-hand side of the portal. The same place you'll find this field experience notes form that's signed by your principal. So when you have your principal or AP sign that form, that does not go to me. It goes to Dr. Hassan. Now, this is your first assignment that will also go into chalk and wire. Real quick, those of you who are with me over the summer, this is going to be a reminder for you. Those of you brand new to me, the way I have set up the portal is when you go into week 3 and you click on the assignment in the portal that says WCG number 9, it's going to link you directly into chalk and wire. You'll put your assignment in chalk and wire. What that does for me is I grade your assignment in chalk and wire, and it puts your grade back in the portal as well. It just makes less work on my part, so please help me out with that. Any questions, text me, call me, email me. Let's look at the rubric right now because this is really important. There are 3 areas of this rubric. Number 1 says notes contain 5 or more specific responses to barriers to success that include disagreement and dissent by staying focused on the school vision and student learning. So what you have to list in your paper or your you can do as an outline with information, bulleted text, things like that, is 5 different examples. To get the full points for this section, 5 examples of how your principal or AP responded to a barrier that impeded success. So it could be that a teacher did not want to go to duty. It could be that a teacher was not following a certain direction your school does, whether it be related to learning targets or standards or things related to assessment. It could be something related to teacher supervision. So all these things are a big part of where your principal could encounter that barrier. The second thing says contains 3 or more acknowledgments of errors and demonstration of explicit improvement in specific performance areas based on previous evaluations and formative feedback. This is going to be based on a conference, a meeting, notes, whatever it may be. However your principal talks to your colleagues, whether it be in a formal setting or an informal setting, this is examples of how the principal has talked to them about improving their practice. So the first one is only based on barriers. The second one is based on feedback. And last but not least, you have to have 4 days worth of notes. And so that's an important piece there. You can outline this however you want. I've seen folks do it many ways. They may choose to have it bulleted by day. They may choose to have it bulleted by topic. So you have the 5 barriers, then you have the 3 feedback pieces. And what you may do is show dates. So make sure if you do it that way, show me dates so I can see it's going at least 4 days worth of notes. That assignment's due in a couple of weeks. Start talking to your administration, see if you can get in with them. That's why I'm talking to you about it now and not next week when it's actually signed, because it is only a 4-day week with Labor Day. If for some reason your school is having things going on, like last semester I did this, or last fall, we had the hurricane happening. And so I had to make some adjustments. I hope we don't have to do that, but I'll work with you one-on-one if for some reason your administration can't work with you on this piece. Otherwise, get working on WCG number 9. Again, remember, we're going out of order. We're not doing number 2 next. Number 9 is the next piece. And what you're going to find is it's going to shape the rest of the semester for us. We don't do another WCG assignment for a while, but still be looking ahead at them. And each week in my video, I will outline the next WCG assignment that is due. So next week we'll talk about number 2, which is not due for a while. I know a couple of you turned it in already. Not a problem there. That's it for tonight. Again, for week number 2, all you're worried about is reading chapter 2 and doing discussion forum. But be working ahead on that WCG number 9 assignment. And I'll be sending you some reminders in email as well. Wow, what a time to have a mess up right there at the end. I've been doing pretty good, I think. Anyway, before I go, if you all want to say hi to Ariel, I'm going to show you Ariel because she is showing off herself. Ariel, say hi. Oh, there she is. You say hi to everybody? Oh, she said hi. Yep, everybody says hi. All right, say bye, Ariel. All right, guys, have a great night, great week, and I will talk to you all real soon.